right now is Mad Max. And when I say this is a sort of walkthrough, the moment I know R2 works from running, but I won't know about the shooting until I think I get the sniper rifle, which is later in the game, and I hope it works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick where I left off because it really isn't that far into it, and no point going for all that opening stuff. When is a brief video out there, and that is, of course, where the first time I was playing, I was checking it. So I'll pick up from there. I think I'm there by when we meet Shumbucket and of course get Dinky D. And we're gonna go, well, you'll see. Anyway, there's also, I go think about re-downloading it and maybe doing a walkthrough of this, and that is simply okay, I might have, looks like I might have did this already. Let's see. Maybe I haven't. Find wire for some. Okay, where I find wire for Shum's buggy. So of course I've already did this. I already ate the food. So what we're doing is doing the first little.
You should know you should have never been here to begin with.
Now I could easily shoot this guy as it says, but why waste the money?
Bring it on!
And that's one way to get rid of that guy quickly, is just hit him. There's more of these guys, of course, over here.
You're down now! Another one! Fun's not over yet, boys! You regret coming here, boy! Finally!
No, I'm doing this check. I don't think these guys.
What?
Now, if you're familiar with the Batman controls at all, this game is very similar when it comes to fighting for that. I know that's the wire, but the first thing I'm going to do is come up here, because I know there's this little piece of scrap here. Of course, that now location, this is what I love of this game. Every time you finish a location, you get that confirmation. And I admit, there are some of those that are very hard to finish, and I will admit that on this game. And sadly, there is times, you know, which damn way is it? It's this way. And sometimes this game does have a serious lag problem. And I notice that really happens, seems to be a lot of times where you're trying to take down a convoy. And of course, you don't want to take those down too early. Now, I don't want to try to level up. I mean, I do want to level up. I just don't want to try to go.
Why?
Of course, you'll meet him later. But I don't want to try to take on things to rush through this too fast. Because you do want to make sure at a good level when you're doing this game. And that's just simply is, you want your health up at a pretty good level. Of course, this is Shum. I like Shum's pretty cool.
Oh.
And yes, I have played. I was on another account. I did play through this entirely, so I do know what to do here.
Praise be! Praise be!
And again, I probably don't have that problem with the R2 button like I mentioned with Grand Theft on here, because you do will. Now at the moment I can't run because I do have Dinky D. Okay, I carry Dinky D. And Dinky D is very valuable because you need him for your minefields.
Come, this way.
So I do try to do that mission relatively easily where you gotta come get him. Again, we will get into this more. No, I admit this buggy right now is not the best handling. Right in here, and you can. This is the one of those vehicles. This is one of those vehicles you, of course, can't Fix
The
up.
sooner I get my car back, the sooner I'll be on my way.
Oh, amen! Huh? May we arrive in time to save your black on black from slaughter. These barbarians.
Yes, I've seen there. One, the R2 right now seems to be working pretty well because that car did start flying for her. I can always tell when it's flying because it gets really fast. The background changes,
From
you
that
know.
look point, we may be able to spot your car.
Luckily, it don't make me start stuff because again, it's going pretty good
See the
speed.
camp from up there.
And of course,
Detection.
from here you can also see Gastown. That's where all the smoke's coming from, but it does do that. As you see, there's my
Over here.
running compared to
Over.
this
Come,
like
look.
that. So we're coming up here.
See, this is where the thick brow squat and cut. Butchers. Infidels. Oh, yeah, look. There. Scabarus Scrotus is their king. He's a big boss man from the gas town, you see. Scrotus always keeps the best parts for himself. Yeah, but he's not here now. You see, I don't see the Land Rover.
I'm getting my car back.
Wait, please. An idea. It's better for you, and it's better for me. Just listen. Look, your black on black is toast. It's scrap. It's gone. She'll never be whole again. Huh? Now I can build you a car, bring into creation one that's faster and tougher than the black on black ever was. Yeah?
How tough, how fast?
Very. Faster than fear. Tougher than an iguana's gonads. Come with me. We mustn't be seen. Huh? I'll take you to the tabernacle, and when you see what I'm gonna show you, you'll be shouting holy all day long.
Now keep in mind this is a very mature game. So this is my car lost, reduced to scrap by Scrotus wrote War Boys. I need new wheels and I need them fast. Can this bizarre deranged mechanic help me? So what you could do here, you got two options, and it does mention this, so I take out my binoculars, and that's just simply that.
Good cover. Perfect place to build a car.
And that, of course, is a little tabernacle. I think that's what he calls it, so we'll call it tabernacle. I don't know if you can see anything else. There should be from up here too. You can't make it out yet. I think it's right in here. There's a camp. Or it's right there. It is. There's the camp, and you will be coming, I think, to the same location later and scouting out that camp. But for now, that's all we need to do. And these are again. You will be getting a better car here soon. This is going to mostly be for a mission, a certain type of thing to do with this vehicle. And
You are in the outer graves. Over there is the Great White.
An ancient seabed.
I'm not sure, no, but we are at the bottom. It doesn't get any lower than this.
Why I'm taking this slowly, just simply let him talk. So what am I going to do before I get in here? Now keep in mind, this vehicle is one you can't fix up. There will be several of these throughout the game. Some you got to find out here in the wasteland and take it in there. Take it into a camp. There's also going to be I think they're archetypes or something like that, or archangels or something. One of these, of course, is the Interceptor, or aka the Black on Black. You will see it. You can get this. I think if that's the last thing you get. I hope to showcase everything in this game, but there's some things I may not be as good with. So we will see. So anyway, there is something to get here before we go. Before we go do what he wants, and this is simply get some of this here, because it really don't take long to finish this area, and that may be how I do this. I'll finish this area, get to the next little stronghold, and then stop the broadcast. We'll see how long it takes. You know, it can take a little bit, so we're going to do the next mission. And when I get out of here, I'll mention some other plans I've planned for games like this, such as this.
The angel made steel. By the fire that moves the piston, by the tranny on all high, by the cam and the U-joint blessed be, there she lies, the magnum opus. There she is.
It don't look like much now, but we will be fixing this
ain't
baby
fun.
up pretty
It's just a
quick.
mess of parts.
No. She's knowledge from the numinous, divinely inspired. She wills herself upon this world. Look! See? Here. Divine meets drive shaft and a symbiosis of faith. Modded and made to measure. You want some of that old-time religion, huh? I got a classic whammy turbo high dog, huh? Hell yeah! Bulletproof and torture tested. Statically upgraded with chum bucket overdrive. Coils, and springs, shocks, and links too.
It's gonna be 8 cylinders, nothing less.
We will get there, yes. First, we have to get her beautificial body.
Show me where it is.
Yes? Yeah, come. No time like the present. Come on, Saint. We must go.
No, she don't. She does look like a pile of crap. I don't give a As you see, you only got half a tank
from a place
of gas
strange, where the chariots of old went to die.
at the moment.
A place I call the graveyard.
So there are a few spots here.
Because their guardians are away on.
It does show you where you're going now. There will be a couple of spots along this journey we have to go to first. And this is one of these. I don't think these are cancer scarecrows. They're like this spot. And why I'm not going there? That's a scavenger location. I'm not going there yet, and there's a reason. It's simply this place you can't get really into too far. So we'll see what else is on the map. There is a Vanish outpost, and what you do with those, you use that to really scout your area. Now, no, there is the minefield you will see on these spots like this, and you have to simply really find those on your own. So keep that in mind. And that is, you utilize, I believe it's, you utilize his Buggy and Dinky D to find those, and be very careful on those.
We're low on fuel. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I knew this.
Comes the blessings of gasoline.
And,
We should find enough fuel for us to make it to the graveyard.
one stop, and I thought, yeah, there's a spot. I knew there's two spots. Now I try to get both of them, even though I know where the gas is. There's no gas by this first place, but I go by it anyway because it is a scrap location, so why not? Just to get it out of the way.
Over there, fuel cans.
And also keep in mind, these scrap locations, there are a lot of these, so again, this is one of the best things about doing this. So first I'm going to go after the scrap here, because, wait, yeah, it's X. Hold X there. I believe there's only these two, I'll check. And it's already 100% looted, so it's a really short one.
Empty.
And that one's, of course, empty. So yeah, what I do plan, I got a lot of games. I may even put Last of Us back on here because I do like that game. I do want to get that before the next one comes out. I wouldn't mind playing it again. I don't think I did the trophies on that, so I may do that with this. Now I hope I don't run fully out of gas until I get really near this place. It will happen. Now keep in mind these guys are. This place, of course, has got people at it, and they throw shit. Oh, you little son. Now keep a look at these ones because they may have a scrap as well. So no, this is also keep this place in mind because these are full fuel cans, so there's a good place to get those as well. That's what I like about this place. So I do try to remember where it's at, so when I get, because you will sadly need this one.
We're in luck. With this rare haul, we may refuel and demolish. Fill her up, huh? All the way to the brim.
So do try to take this one of these after I do go from where I gotta go to now. And sadly, this next spot, I swear I admit, the controls are going to seem very sucky at times, and you may need. Oh wow, I've never seen the shadow before here. So I gotta put this one. I don't want to ignite it yet. I will have to do this, but not yet. And again, this is just simply as it goes plot to find these. Just keep that in mind. So what you gotta do is wait for it to store and put that there.
Let us make haste before the nightly hunters return to their lair.
So what I'm gonna do is smart now. So I'm gonna look at the map. And this is simply find out what road it's along, and that helps you find it for when you want to come back. And again, this is just simply a good place to focus. Not all. Sometimes a few cans won't be full. You want to keep that in mind. And later on, there will be some very tough areas. So before I go too far, I do want to check my settings. Helper on, gamma, button. I don't believe there's one on this game. So don't look like it. That's simply us just checking there's a difficulty. Yes, I do usually play lower level difficulties, but this game I believe is one that kind of scales the difficulty up as you're playing. Like you start off, and this area is very basic in here.
Nobody
So we're
around. Their gate unguarded. The gasoline, Saint. Huh? One blast should split it wide open.
And what I gotta do now, I need a drink.
So let's make this one count.
And why I'm doing that is simply not because of this. This is not a problem for me. There's a way to do this, and this simply is. As I go up by the gate, and I light this sucker. And then this should just put it down there. Then boom, down. Bye. Ow.
She's cracked open.
Usually that don't happen. I swear that has never happened before where I took.
Murder on sight.
This area right now is not too bad to drive through. I'm not gonna go terribly fast until I have to.
Don't like strangers.
You'll see why. And that's these suckers.
Dangling man killers everywhere. Tread careful.
But some of these I have to go fast by and keep that in mind because they blow up. Those same. Here's one. And there's some later that are really bad on them. There's a whole bunch of them at one, so keep that in mind. And again, I try to go slower for these. That's just simply is you could easily spin out here and take a lot of damage, which you don't want to take. And again, this simply these cars do not seem to take very well. Okay, let's see something.
It needs repairs now.
So here's a trick you could do: is simply have him. He hasn't really told me he could do this shit, but I knew he could. So I'm having to fix up the buggy for a little bit. What it needs. All you do there is hold up on the D-pad when you're in a car. If Shum's with you, keep that in mind. The buggy, Shum is not with you. And those are, as y'all see, you'll come to rely on Shum a lot. So when you don't have them, for whatever reason. This is simply why I did that. Is this area, as you see, is very bad for these things. Oh, we took some damage here. But luckily it's already started blowing, so what I could have them do is do this again. This area ain't too bad. Later on, there are areas you may get in a lot of trouble during. It's just simply, you got a lot of reinforcements. I have found one gate, one camp or something. Why is this not fixing this bastard? It looks like I still got damage. You notice this? You look at that bar, don't look like it's full. Oh crap, I got more of these suckers. coming in already blown up. So I should be getting close to where I stop at. And not the video, but simply where I gotta stop at. It's up to here. And there was another Mad Max game. I forget what system that was for. It was alright. But it left a lot to be desired. But that was like Super Nintendo or something, or Nintendo 64 days. I think it was Super NES, so it was a long time ago. It was alright. But again, compared to this, it really was not the best. And I admit they could do a lot of improvements on this as well. I wouldn't mind, myself, I wouldn't mind seeing another one of these. I actually like this game. So do not forget your scrap. Again, these things you can easily overlook. And there's 3 of them. I know where the other ones are, so that ain't a problem.
Zip down this.
And why I'm saying this is there's another spot I want to make sure I hit on the way.
Flashlight. Handy.
And this is simply where we get our flashlight now. May not seem like a big thing, but really it is. So he's got it on. I'm making sure he's got it on. Basically, I try to turn that off when I'm outside. As you see, we're seeing people, but we're not meeting them yet. Don't worry, we will. And I really do not like these guys. They're a pain in my butt. So before I go any further, I want to fill this canteen. And what I'm going to do, hopefully I don't drain this thing too quickly. Of course I did. What that help could be, I'm realizing, it could simply be I needed some water. So I'm going to try to take what little left there is to make sure you do get all of it. You see I got a bonus essence. And I keep that in mind when I'm doing this. Oh, I held X. Why didn't you jump, stupid? Did do X there. I don't know why he didn't jump. Anyway, Lord Scabrous Scrotus. There was a guy in the Fury Road movie. I forget what his name was, but technically, to me, Scrotus uses the same emblem he does. Now, this is not supposed to be the same character. As you see, that's Scrotus. See, we'll get more into him later. As you see, we did. If you watch our earlier video, and of course, I gotta come do this again. But Scrotus, you will, as you see in the previous video, we did take a chainsaw to his head. So that should have finished him off. We didn't, of course, didn't get to do that ourselves, but it was something that was done through. Now, before I jump anymore, I'm gonna be smart and slow down. That's just simply, I don't want to fall again. I don't know why he fell, but he did. He's a dunderhead. Because he's a dunderhead. Don't need no water. So this is good. I don't need a drink anyway. Hopefully the water is still there. That is one though. That is... Till I do, there's something else to do in this area that has water. But you want to save as much water as you can. That simply is, you will have a fight in there. That's small fun, not like there is people called top dogs, and those guys are usually the fights in the game. The top dogs, they put up a little bit of fighting. And sadly, so is the racing. I'm usually really good at racing, but this game leaves you a lot to be desired when it comes to racing.
There you are, safe. And you got the whole world up there in your hand.
Now this is, he is right, I do. I did not notice the first time I was playing through this. I've learned, there's my last piece of scrap. It's simply, you do got a lot of things to choose from. I hope it don't do. So I got the furnace. It's alright, it looks like a Corvette. We have the shovel face, which kind of looks like a Mustang. And then you got the Wild Hunt right here. This one is simply the black on black. What it looks like to me. Then you got these other ones. You got the Death Rattle, the Die Roller, which is pretty cool. So I look at these all. I'm like, you know what? What do I really want? I think I'm gonna go with the Death Rattle. And simply is these cars you will not. Some of these you do not unlock if you don't get them here till later. So I'm gonna go with the Death Rattle. It's got like a snake, it looks like, thing there. So I do like this car actually. And I did. What it was is the first time I played this, I only knew about the first 3 bodies. I did not know you had those last 2 there as well. I don't know when I learned that, but I did. And now we're gonna have to fight. This guy is a pain in the ass if you don't hit triangle. Don't do what it says. Keep that in mind. Thought he had the knife. Don't. Simply what I was trying to find is there should have been a knife here. I'm not seeing it. Oh, they don't usually get that lucky on that. Oh, come on! Don't do this to me. And of course, they're doing some damage to me, but I need some water. Shum's gonna freak out. Now there's as there be a reason I've kept my shotgun ammo. Hell yeah, there'll be a reason I kept that ammo. So now somewhere I know. Oh, it's here to the right of my. It's there to my right of my car. So here it is. Use L1 to aim and fire at weak points with a shotgun. Use square to form a side ram, of course. Shoot
for the fuel tank.
Again, there's an option. There's also, of course, that side ram, and keep that in mind. I know it showed to go a certain way, but it was already headed this way, so why not? And that was the side ram, of course. They got 2 shots. I mean,
yes, creatures of the underworld, but ponder the prize.
I know I wasted 1 shot there, but that should have took him out because I did take out his tire. Looks like he took out or switched both of those. Oh, we took some damage there. Shot bucket caused the magnum opus. It's not much of a car now, but it has potential. We found a body, but more work is needed before it's battle ready.
Oh, praise be! We're alive and free of the graveyard. Wait. But something's not.
I know this way, of course. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a marker that way. Not simply that was the way for that gas I wanted.
Later, at my sanctum. It's your choice.
Yeah, but you can't think. You can, I think, get full repair from right at your place. Keep that in mind. Again, this dirt leaves a lot to be desired, but there is, of course, you also have I see it up ahead there. It's the place for those 2 cargo containers are, but there are places where there is pavement in the game. You do way better on those. So here I am back here, and this is simply is. This should work. It always has in the past. Watching over for the video.
The car.
This is simply is I want another gas container because I know these are always here. I have learned that, and what you do is you come here to get that. When I'm down this way anyway, I'm not sure there's a fast travel later on down here. Sometimes there's fast travels which do help. And simply is you do got, that's the only downside, you do got to keep an eye on your fuel gauge. Keep that in mind. And so what we're doing, I know the way, I don't mark it, but I know the way. We're headed to Shum's Palace, his little tabernacle again. That's where I'm headed now. How much of a garage, but it's home for the foreseeable. There's Dinky D, of course. So what we're gonna do now? I know the water, and there would be a water thing here, but it don't. This one I don't think ever refills. I've never found it where it's refilled, so keep that in mind.
I need more than just a body and some wheels.
Hey, man! Oh, we need parts, scarce as they are. Help me gather all this scrap. I'll fashion a harpoon.
And there's gonna be at these camps defenses. You do really want to take those out beforehand. The ones you can. Sometimes there is one called War Crier. Sometimes you can actually hit him from beyond the wall. There is ways. Once you get the right equipment, of course. You can't do it until you have the right equipment.
So, we got all we need?
Just junk and parts.
Ah, yeah, but the jag tip, it's not here. See, it's not here at all. Yeah, it's in my bunk. It's just there for safekeeping. See.
So of course this bunk is over here. It's not here. I don't know why to make you have to run all the way back this way. Why couldn't they place it closer? But they didn't. And it's over here by little Dinky D spot. Dinky D, I think. It says sleeping there, but he might be sleeping in the buggy. Just like this, the buggy. There's this spot. This is his bunk. It's like a little hammock.
If a hunchback delivers, this harpoon will be very useful.
And keep in mind about I think it's the buzzers that do it. They do have. A lot of times we'll have traps in their home, their turf. So what we're doing, we got the turf. I don't know if I can put these on yet or not, so I will check. I do have some of these here. I think it's the last couple. And these are just simply, I got these. I did. This is one and this one. I think these are the two. These are two I should have, but these are locked at the moment. So I do have to do more. So what all I got right now is, let's see, I think I got a ramming grill. No. I know I got something. Oh, I got the harpoon. And this is just simple one. You will have to get later on to get more. We got enough to install that. And I'm thinking we're able to do one other thing. Max has also enough scrap to install ramming grill. And there's a reason you want this as well. Right now, it's not much, but it's something. Now, of course, we're at the exit garage now. Of course, what I really want, these help a lot. There's some that help on tires, and there's some that help on asphalt, and I'll keep that in mind as well.
Just stand a chance. Oh, she'll need nitrous. I know how, but we'll need the parts.
We just get them. It'll be easy with a harpoon.
Yes.
I believe the
But
harpoons
first,
use with R1, not...
war boys are out there. And if we don't weaken their numbers, why, it'll mean the end of you, me, and the
And the Magnum
Opus.
Opus.
Alright.
So I'm going to see
Let's
this
do it.
cable could be detached from my headset. Hopefully. That does. So hold up a second. And simply is I'm attaching it now to my controller, and that's just to keep a fresh charge on both things. So we do have these metal monsters.
To mark their turf. Bring them down for good.
Ramming could damage our front, but it should work.
Well, we could ram one. This is short. As you see, what I see there is, of course, scrap. Two of these have scrap, I think, and one don't. What I'm doing, I'm gonna go get these two outer ones first. There's another one up that way. I say that one for last simply because I think it's closer. Actually, I think the other one might be. So I'll go for that one. I think that one's actually got the road that goes near where I'm going next. So I'm keeping this in mind. And why I thought about doing these, like playthrough and what be broadcast videos, is simply I looked for it on this game. I don't even have this problem, but we're having some problem. As you see, there is a thing. I don't have to. What I'm going to do is simply I'm going to showcase this now. And again, wait for it to blow up and then go. Now, some of these you may not be able to do this with. It's simply, hopefully, you got another way to get scrap, because some of these are in bad spots. So while I'm up here, this little scrap, you see the scrap location. This one is actually one we could do. So we're gonna go do this while we're doing this. It simply is you use scrap to make all your upgrades and stuff. So that's why I do this. So these guys know I'm here already, so now I gotta fight these little suckers. I think there should be more. I know I heard one of you guys. And again, if you're familiar with the Batman controls for fighting, this really comes naturally to you, because it's really the same. The fighting mechanics are really similar. So I'm trying to remember how many there are. There's only the two, okay. And of course that gave me that. And the reason why you want to get those, of course, they help with your upgrades and stuff. So I do want to keep it on harpoon, because really there's no need to be on shotgun when I'm in the car at the moment. This area is more harpoon stuff than shotgun. Later on, of course, you'll be really having to go through your weapons. Keep that in mind. I remember, yep, this one is the one. This one you do have to use a harpoon. If I remember right, this sucker does not. It's not like the other ones in another area. It does not give you any scrap, if I remember right. We'll come over here and check.
No, we scouted out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This one don't give you no scrap. I don't know why. It's one of the few that don't. So anyway, we go up to that same spot I was at earlier, which is back up there by that ship. That's the same location used to scout out the camp from.
What's the purpose of these camps?
Oil! The crew, pumped from the very ground and sent in convoys to be refined and gasolined in Gastown.
And this is one of those spots. First time through, I admit this place was one of the harder ones to find all the scrap locations at. The little scrap. But simply there is not a. I wish there was like a collector finder or something made where you could find that stuff easy, but there's not. Some I know where they're at, but it's not always easy, so I'm going to use this soon.
War crier.
And simply, war crier's sole purpose is to rally a camp and escalate its occupants to a battle-ready frenzy. Once buffed, the occupants in the area become more dangerous. Eliminate the war crier to remove the war buff. Usually, because some of these you can't take out all the people before you have to take him out. As you can see, we can see a scrap back there and that little thing back there. And there's the oil pumps. Keep that in mind. This, I believe, is the
defended.
Flame pipe. As part of a camp's perimeter defenses, a flame pipe defends the main entrance of a camp with an extremely damaging wall of fire. To eliminate, track down its fuel source and destroy it. If allowed to become buffed, the fire will kill almost instantly, and yeah, it will. It will, in fact, take down the magnum opus once buffed.
Sniper out front.
As part of a camp's perimeter defenses, a camp sniper scans the wasteland for potential threats. They are capable of detecting intruders from a great distance and are deadly at short and long ranges. If allowed to become buffed, a sniper will fire more frequently and with better accuracy. Keep that in mind, because they are actually areas they are at that are not camps. The camp perimeter is often guarded by various defenses. When approaching the camp, these defenses will become alerted. If the alert meter gets full, the defenses protecting the camp will become buffed, which will make them significantly more dangerous. And keep in mind again,
I'll deal with them before entering.
There is one camp I found, as far as I know, does not have a way to take those down from the outside. You have to go inside to take out the pipe, at least that I found. If you have a there's a certain weapon, if you have it, you may be able to take it out. I don't know, but because there's some of these gas pipe, these pipe ones, you got to turn off the valve for. There's usually only one way. So the first one I know I got to take down is just a sniper.
They've spotted us now and preparing for battle.
This got to be quick. It's clear. Now the gate.
So you gotta wait for his.
We'll rip it up. Harpoon awaiting your command.
And keep in mind, these things you can do it other ways as well.
And we win again.
And that'll tell you when those are down. So I believe this one's hard. This one you got two ways to take down. You got harpoon, or you can ram it. But later on they will change. Some you can't harpoon, some you can't take out with them. They simply ram it. So there you see all the scrap, and there is a lot of scrap here. There's some really close in this. So I know where the war crier is. Now lucky, when getting close to a war crier, he will become alerted. To alert me because food and nearby fires will become buffed, making them more dangerous, and they will, but no reason I did this one like this is, and what I'm gonna do is collect loot. He ain't gonna do nothing else to me. But I will take that sucker out. And what I'm going for, there's this piece of scrap back here, I know. So I'm going for that. I did not want to use this much water, but I have to, sadly. So I gotta find his little pipe and it's over here. It's a little winch. Now you can also shoot him, either the winch or him.
Is gone.
That will also take him off.
Nothing.
It actually did. I don't see that don't pop up here until that happens. And you rotate this. Maximum issue come back soon if you use captions. It's just the same thing.
Will I ever come back?
As you see from this picture, this is based, at least that picture is the same one you see in Fury Road.
Pump and destroy it.
Not the original film series with Mel Gibson, but the newer one. But this is not supposed to be Fury Road, but I noticed it's very similar. Of course, I'm getting my first shiv here. I didn't find one at the last one. Now what I'm coming over here for is there's a scrap. Now there is a storm rising. This storm, later on, these are gonna be your worst nightmare. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It ain't nice right now. So hold up, that is worse. Oh, can I do it here? I'm doing this. Here it is. What I'm doing is I go into settings for a second, because I realized just listening on my headset there, that is a little bad. These sound effects are a little loud, so I'll turn that down a little further. That just makes it easier to hear on the broadcast. I also got music I didn't worry about so much because now somewhere in here, I know there's a canteen. I'm going to try to see if there's anything left in that. Because I believe this one gets you a full water. Or close to it anyway. Later on you can do this without draining these suckers because you'll have a little ability. Now there's something back here. I grabbed that. Dad, you want to... At least I tried. I try to run as fast as I can over this because these storms are very bad. And there's nothing down here, but there is something up above. This is why this storm is so bad. It's you do have to come out here. And what there is, there's scrap right here. And there's shotgun shells right here. Now, sometimes if you're not careful, what you're going to do is you're going to take damage there. That storm is too intense. It can cause damage. Keep that in mind as well. So now we're down here. I'm looking around because I know there's somewhere there is a spot to go the other direction at. And if they go, okay, that wasn't a bad drop. Don't do that too often though, because some of these are very bad drops. So if it gets in here, and oh, it's it's right here. And this as simply is, if you don't know about this spot, is this spot. Because you can't hit that Scrotus little icon in the other end. This, of course, is oil. Now, personally, what I'm about to do, I would never do in real life because I personally think anything that fires like that, would you really want to do that when you're about to step down into oil or while you're in oil? I know I don't want to because I'd be afraid to catch on, blow up on me. When I want the oil to burn me alive after all. So can't run now because that's all that's in here. And let's see how we're doing on collectibles. 3 and 1. I think the last ones are all up above. I know the Scrotus symbol is.
Time is built to this, Wanderer. Your path, however crooked, has led you straight to here. Our work, yours and mine, must soon commence. Come find me when your spirit is ready.
Of course, this is Grippa, and what he does is, he is the way you level up, really start leveling up. At least for Max, you get upgrades for him, and of course you got your Scrap that gets upgrades as well. So what I'm going to do during this is the first time you'll use Fury mode. Max will build up Fury when engaged in ground combat. When enough Fury has been accumulated, Max will enter Fury mode, in which all his strikes will become more powerful. Max will remain in Fury mode for a limited time or until all nearby enemies are defeated. There's my shift finisher. Oh, this is not going good. Usually we do this and get a few Fury kills in, but I'm not seeing to. That must have been it. So there's the pump, of course. First thing I'm going for is the rest of this stuff, loot stuff. And why I do this is simply is, might as well do it now. What I'm doing now is just filling up my health. Sure, usually that don't go so badly for me. I'm usually way better at it. Now you could easily, I'll admit, there's one of these you could easily save for last. That's simply this one. Because this is the same spot the zip line is, where you need to use to go back down. I think there, if I remember right, there's a Scrap back here. And that Scrap, again, is always loved. So one of these spots is the fuel cage, and one of them is your Scrap spot. So you gotta go up on this. Then you gotta come break this open.
One can will do the trick.
And this again. Oh damn! I accidentally hit circle there. Oh, that scope might cost me some point. So what I do is I ignite it, and then he'll put it down himself if you're close to the objective, and then. Boom. What this does, all allies now populate the camp and will provide regular deliveries of scrap, and that's what they do. So you got 100% completion. I don't, sadly, not always successful, and I don't always get the 100%. Now I got two options. I know where there's ammo.
I need to find him.
But I don't think I need it right now, so I'm not stressing on it too bad. There's always a place to get ammo. Usually, later on there'll be a great place, but that does take a little work. Now, if I'm trying to remember, that's why I'm going back this way real fast. And just simply, I try to remember if there was a ammo location. I thought there was one. Oh, I know where it was. There, it ain't that far. I thought about it. There's one. Simply is. It's up here. Go across the bridge and go up, and I'll see that ammo still there. Can't just go up from out here, sadly. I wish you could, but you can't, huh? But do watch out for that. Some of these drops, because some drops will actually hurt you if you do them. So it looks like I did collect that. I thought I wasn't sure. I should have bought it. Remembered, I think I did get that one when I first started this area. Again, usually I do way better at the Fury meter stuff. I usually do a lot of kills with that. So I gotta find a little path across. There it is. And I admit, some of these some camps are different than others. Now, when you get later in the game, there actually will be, sadly, snipers. Usually, you could kill them all you want, but usually they'll keep coming back. Usually you could kill a sniper and not finish a sniper
There's
off.
something he's doing before we take
But there's some areas of those are usually near gas town areas where those are at.
It's not for you to understand.
But they keep coming back no matter how often you kill them. Keep that in mind.
I'll follow you because I think fate favors old chum. And you need both of us.
So again, this time through, like my last time, I really wanted to really fully explore this game. So what I'm going to probably do is you'll see me doing a lot more scavenger locations.
Point skywards and fire.
Last time I played, that was on a separate account, so it won't affect this. I do got a few trophies on here, but not a whole lot. But simply was, I did really speed through it. I don't want to do that with this one. Because you'll find out if you kept doing the missions only,
I do this alone.
you'll go through this game pretty fast. And you might advance too quickly.
His sacred quest.
So allow him to do his thing.
Some aimless private crusade on your very own. Selfish. Just go do that.
I do like showing. He's kind of hilarious at times. So. Not often, but he does sometimes make some interesting comments. So here is a course group. These you all get quite often. And I do need something off of this besides what I've been doing. I need something besides just nitrous.
Letter of blood.
That helps me finish this whole area off.
You say you seek the plains of
Not saying I won't ever come back to Earth, so at least one time I have to, or another later on, may some be for a fuel can run.
A perpetual flight.
So it's a good place to get fuel.
From all that is human, until one day the plains of silence end, and you begin. You've a purpose in this life, my friend, although you fear to dream it. But pain will come, much more pain, before this purpose to you is made manifest.
You know nothing of me.
Look behind you.
I can't tell what a... Here's on the headset anyway. I can't tell if it's supposed to be a fire or yeah, it must be a plane. Wasn't sure was that supposed to be just simulation of water, rain, which you don't see in this game.
For a reason, deep inside, twisted around horrors from which you run, lies your strength. Griffa can help. Help you venture down to where you daren't go yourself. And lay bare your true promise.
So, of course, we got that's like free tokens. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to, of course, increase his health. Overall, that's max importance. Then what I do is I do this to fuel. I don't know what most people would do. Then what I do is you got the scrap. You got essence, you got metabolism. And what I usually go for, I admit, is I usually try to take essence because it does give you more water when you do. And next time I'll get this, and then I focus on the other stuff. Simply is these. That is okay when you get later on, get more ammo. This is alright, but I don't use a lot of melee weapons, so that don't really help me much. Shanling's is pretty decent, of course, and this is, but again, that's only when you're using weapon. And don't do it when you're just using your fist, as far as I know. And when it comes down, I'll find out a little thing that happened to me. Griffa can help Max improve his abilities. In exchange for Griffa tokens, earn tokens by completing challenges. And of course, I think there's a place that. Maybe not. I thought there was a place that showed all the challenges, but maybe there ain't. Oh, here they are. These are just simply stuff you could do. Shooting the rooks. Shooting the rooks. Oh. A sign of the times. These are, it's really going to take you long to get these. You'll find that out. Ground combat car completed. And there is some of these that are easier to get than others, of course. I don't know if I've ever done them all. It's
Spotters.
spotters.
That's trouble.
And of course, the cars, you see, it's not here.
Where's the car?
And this is simply a
He
thing.
hasn't.
What this does is gives you a tutorial with your flare gun. There's times you'll need to use that, so you do want to know that. And simply means sometimes you may need your car because you took another vehicle and you need
Any
this.
trouble?
For whatever reason, you need that.
Sneaking, spying, wanting to steal her away from us. I had to take her somewhere safe.
No time to waste then. We've a car to build.
Yes, we do. Oh, we've done righteous work, Saint. We have what we need to install the nitrous boost.
Access to Gross menu, okay. So now I got where I could do his nitrous. We'll see on this. Anything else I can do? I don't think there is, because I ain't showing you. Because there is. Oh, I haven't got max shit, so I know that.
Oh, yes. Nitro installed. Now, let's baptize.
Hold on. This is simply is. I'm gonna come back to this. There's one thing I need to look for. Because I need to turn that down. Don't tell me I can't do it here. Here it is. Simply is that looks a little too bright, so I'm doing that.
And roll the holy sled.
And that's of course. So really, that's what I was waiting for. Now is it should tell me how to use nitrous here shortly. I think it's the X button. I'm never right. I got. I think I got 2 bars of it.
There,
And there it is.
And boost across it. She soared. I knew she could make it.
And of course,
Aspire, we must silence them before they call their friends.
Okay, let's silence them. What I was trying to do there was not that. Oh shit, it is more damage. Everybody don't carry dial, okay? I don't either.
You done?
Let's see, this doesn't take me long. The work on the Magnum Opus is coming along, but it lacks a heart. I need a V8 engine.
That's the last of them.
So I need to find out where these other suckers were at. And this, of course, max upgrade menu has now been unlocked and is available in the pause menu. Here you can upgrade Max's equipment appearance, gain new tubes, and find the skills used in ground combat. New upgrades will become available, become unlocked as Max's Legend and rank increases. So now what I need to do, I did notice somewhere up here, I think it was. Yeah, here it is. Had some scrap. I think he may still, it looks like he's still fixing the car, and I'm going to use Sally more water here. I think there's water, it's a water spot, shortly does. Just don't worry me too much. It should, but don't, because I am out of water. So what I'll do is come on over here to, see if there's any water, scrap out of smoking wreck. There's not. It's on him. Now, if I really wanted to be low on ammo, what I could do is blow up the tank and get more scrap, which wouldn't be much. But I don't. So what I'm doing is I'm going to get into my magnum opus and go left because I know there's a scrap location over this way. Oh, first, as you see, we now got Max. And what this does, this says you got a new look. You really don't. This is your new look. You could do that, but I would not recommend it because you do not, as you will find out, you take 10% for fist and weapon attacks, and this you don't get no protection, which, me, I don't want that. So as I see, there's other stuff. I like this stuff. I get a little higher. I mean, there's some of these that are good. Shane finisher, sure, I got the points. I guess I'll get this stuff. Whoa, before I get too much, I want to actually get a tool. And simply is the last two I need. So I need to pry bar. Jimmy bar. Okay, Jimmy bar. What Jimmy does is there's a spot. This allows him to weapon parry. Now, what I do is I look at this. And I gotta get all this. I think, let me see. I think I might need that still for this. No hood on. Upgrade lock. So that's what I do. Source of no. I have to go all the way. These will become unlocked at some point. Though. As you say, there's a red icon on the board. Well, that simply means there's a vehicle back there, which I do know there's a vehicle back there. We do know there's still a vehicle. This is something you also need it before you do this one. You actually need the harpoon, and this is simply why it's what I do there is hit circle, and that allows you to disengage from the gate.
Sit tight.
So what I'm going to do, I forget how to do this.
I need the wheels.
No, you don't. Sorry about that, Shum. I don't. That was weird. I never did it that close. Let's just turn on my light. Because I am going downstairs here. And why you want that is simply there should be a couple enemies coming. Oh, you sack of monkey crap. Wanna hit me from behind, huh? You wanna hit me from behind? Boy, I'm like, I could pick that up, but because these are only two little suckers in here. Oh boy, more water. Yay, I love more water.
Need to fill up on water.
Yeah, we definitely do. Luckily, again, there's a spot before too much longer. It's got that. This is why I need the Jimmy bar. This is where everything.
A whole lot to someone.
That got me a shiv as well. So I can't. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's some kind of. Gents and neighbors gone nuts. After water started receding, they joined some sect. Someone killed. I took the dogs and headed to Marla's phone. Tomorrow, the phones are down. Can't reach you. Come quick. Amica. Hey, he didn't make a comment on that. Sometimes he'll make a comment on those, as you notice on the last one. Sometimes he don't. And it's this way. So what I did there is turn off the lights. Being this day, I don't need the light on. Yes, night does fall. And what night does is when you're nights are more vulnerable because one, the buzzards come out, and two, you're with your headlights on. If there are snipers, they can see you a lot easier at night than they do in the daytime. Keep that in mind. So they do become a little more accurate at night. Snipers, believe it or not. You would figure they would never hurt them, but you do have a bullseye on you. So our fuel ain't doing too bad, and of course as I get further along with that little skill, it will get better and better. And of course the car's body will change during the game, and that simply is, you do need certain archangels for the game. So we are going to, I will go check it. I don't think it's filled up at all, but we will go soon. Let's simply go to this water canteen here. And technically, I guess I could have, but I just got done with that place, so I don't think that one.
Fill up again with water soon.
Again, I don't think the one at Camp will either, and I don't really need to go to the buzzards area. That's a place that's a pain in the ass to get into. I don't even know if I can get in there anymore. So there's Dinky. Don't know why we don't do something, but we don't. He's right here with us.
Saint? Oh, Saint, come and see. Come and see, oh, Saint. Yes, she's... With these hands and the blessings of the sacred Illinois, she's come to life. My sweet angel combustion.
What did I tell you? V8, not V6.
Yeah, exactly. 8 is the magic number. And a big chief. A bona fide bad boy. Huh? 429 cubic inches, 460 horses, holy rolling. Nobody could touch you on the blacktop day or night. Why, you'd be evergreen, eternal.
And you'll find out how long it'll be before we get that.
Where is it?
Gas Town.
Let's go there.
No, wait. You can't just go to Gas Town. We need armor on my angel for that run.
Yeah, we do.
I'd probably need to get a couple of... Cabbages!
Get in the car!
Wait! My tabernacle!
Let's go! Get in the car! Come on!
I get this kind of messed up. Dinky D was right there, we just leave him. Didn't think about grabbing our old pal. Now usually you jump that far, you will have taken damage to your car, as you've seen. Luckily didn't do it there.
Those boys are the crew
Yeah, they're known, look like.
Scrotus, his deadliest underling. Yeah, profane defilers, scavenger scum.
Now when I get to the next stronghold, I will get the stuff there, then I'll probably be ending the broadcast. But there's a few things in between here and there to do. Now I could easily fake going crazy and go down there, but that is Stinkum, and remember, he's a fight.
We have the car.
I'm not nearly ready for all that. They're sweet. That simply is. Some of those things down there are very big
Safe place.
weapons
Somewhere
and
we
stuff.
Jeet of the Great White, we can make a
And
deal.
what I'm pausing for, I don't think it's destruction. I thought it was this way.
Doesn't sound safe.
Nope, it is that way.
That the best we can
Okay,
do.
I wasn't sure which way we were facing. Now there should be a lookout point up ahead, a vantage point. Back and older is between here. That simply is
What
where you
is this
see that
place?
balloon up ahead here.
This part of the Great White is Cheat's territory. Oh, like everywhere else in this realm, it's been overrun by Scrotus. War boy camps and patrols are everywhere.
And what I do is I park about in here, Now what I'm doing is I'm getting out and going over there
Stay put.
first, because there is a nice little, there's a small scrap spot across the way here. A very small one. Back to my beat. That's it. Like I said, some are very easy to do, some aren't. Now I got a fuel can, so I don't really need that. What I could do though is, oh boy, there was a rat. Let's shoot him. So I got two options here. There is something I'm thinking here. There's another relic here. Rotate. Captions. Project Blackout, Stage 5, Snowmobile. We're not going down with the rest. Anyone even comes close to our bow, I'll personally fucking dismember them. Sorry, and again, this game is not. This is a mature game. You can keep that in mind. Just got me another thing. So what I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is grab this scrap. I'm going to grab this fuel can. Simply is, I'm going to take this fuel can down to the magnum opus. I'm going to see if I need a nice little refuel. Might as well use theirs and not mine. As I see, there's an enemy nearby. Going down the road, that ain't no problem. We ain't worried about no stinking enemy. So let's throw this. Could have threw it and blew it, but I mean, take your chances there. You can do that. So now it's been 100% looted. Now this one is very simple at the moment, and if you do this right, you shouldn't have to come back to it, so you won't. But that fuel can, as far as I know, is another one that's always here. And what you use with them, sometimes you have to fill these up before you take them out. Or sometimes you gotta unlock them. There's something weighing them down. So keep that in mind. As you see, it does take a lot of fuel on these. I do see a scarecrow. I will go take that out. It's not that far from where we're at. This is the Black Moss. So hopefully I spot everything this time. Sometimes it's hard. What I try to do, at least I do, is there's an oil pump camp, of course. Is try to keep it at the same level. Go around once. There's a top dog camp. That's one of those top dog camps I was mentioning. Why I do this? There's a weak scarecrow and a death run over there. Another camp. Why I do this? It simply is, if you do that, you don't have to worry about redoing it. There's, of course, the tabernacle. Simply is, if you do that, you don't have to worry, did I miss anything? Because it is so easy to miss. And you're not wasting, as far as I know, any more fuel for here doing this. So at some point I should get back. I see the same stuff I've seen. I don't know, I'm back to my original spot or something back that way. So I could get a weak scarecrow. Weak scarecrow. And there's an oil pump compass and weak scarecrow. Sniper. I should see it. Okay, there's that top dog cam. Now what I did is I lowered it a lot of bit. What I do is I'm rotating. Interesting is, this is because I don't know where it's at. I don't see Jeet's spot. Usually you'll spot Jeet's place too. Didn't see it there. Kind of interested. So like I say, do this or you'll, because we don't do this, so if you miss anything, you wonder where it's at, usually it is, you just missed it on this. Except mines, again, mines are the exception. Minefields you will not spot with these, as far as I know. I never have, so that one's been marked, as you see. Well, anything you spot this way, as you see, does stay smart. So again, that looks like everything. It's okay. Then this simply puts everything I didn't know about onto the map. Now luckily that sniper I seen is way back here. And again, Jeet's way up here, but you can't spawn. This is a legend encounter. So what I'm going to do is mark this. That's right next to where I'm at. Then I'm going to mark this. Somewhere through here, though, there is another scavenger location before I get to up here. I do know there's another scavenger location for here. And these, of course, these encounters, these will pop up periodically. And what they do is they different things. Legend ones usually have you to have something that's going to take a long time to do. Keep that in mind. And simply while I want more, there should be a water camp. That's what I'm saying. There should be another scavenger camp. So that's all the spots I've seen. And now to descend, you just hold L2. Luckily, this has never happened to me. I don't think it's ever happened anyway. Where I ran out of fuel before I got down. But as you see, before I did this, if I needed to come back here and do this again, I would definitely have to think, oh, you know what? May need fuel. And hopefully I'd never have to on this one, because I really don't know where the fuel is on this. Usually, I mean, there's a way to find out. Usually just follow this yellow cable and it'll take you to that stuff. It's right here, the fuel spot. And again, there will be some you have to do stuff differently with. So what we're going to do, and usually, if you already have the strongholds, usually there's sometimes a nice scrap vehicle. Forget what it's called, but that's what its purpose is. It says for scrap. It's a really good vehicle. You get a lot of, and that might be it. We will see. I hate when they make me do that. I always try to use, if I can, my harpoon. Not simple as I don't want to do any more damage to my vehicle. So I got me another one of those. Now I may see. As you said, I got two, so it'll probably say Grippa, or probably might have already did that. What I was looking for, I don't see is a car destroyed. So, now there is another car, see it on the map. So what I'm going to do, let's go use the map. I see there's another one of these, so I'm going for the next one. I usually try to, there is a way, I haven't been able to hit them yet, to just shank the driver from the car. You don't have to waste ammo, you just shank the driver from the car. Usually you could do that without wasting ammo. Oh, I should know there's going to be, yeah, there will be one up here. Usually, there'll be usually a guy up in here. And I believe that thing, and now I don't have no water, so I hope I don't encounter these one guys. There's usually guys out here that need water, but... And there they are. I don't have no water. I don't have no water to give them. I feel bad. There is some water over there, but the thing is, keep in mind, until you got like a water collection thing in your stronghold, that is harder to come by, so keep that in mind. So I'm not going to even go that way. It makes me feel guilty. I can't see after I do this, come back and see they're here. I know this is a spot over here. There's a water slide. Those blue tarps, by the way, indicate water. Keep that in mind. So what I do is I do this. Now what I could try to do is have some fun with these boys. Come on, one of you pop out. Come on, I dare you. What I'm doing is just having some fun with them. This, of course, reduced the numbers. far as I know, that guy, there's a weapon. Maybe pick this up simply as I don't know there's anyone left.
Pipe ain't gonna help you, asshole.
Now what I gotta do is try to find all the scrap in the spot. And some of this one is a little trickier than most. Keep that in mind. There is that scrap there. There's the water I was mentioning. I don't need the water until I'm leaving, so I'm keeping that in mind. I believe, I don't know if it's up. I think there's some up here. We will see. There is, and then I think, hold on. Free, and I know where the other one is. This is, as you see, I do occasionally use ammo, but not always. So what I could do is get a gas build this, because I do need to take some damage, and I may get this and you lot showcase this. As you know, I did get the essence earlier, so as you see, there was a little left there, not a whole lot, but there was some. As you progress in the game, remember, you're going to have a bigger health bar, so keep that in mind as well. And give these time, and once you clear them out, these little camps like this, keep this in mind as well. They will, the water will, the camps are empty. These little location spots like this, so they are a good spot. Keep them all in mind, especially the water ones. And I believe they keep them marked on your map. So keep that in mind as well. And I'll grab that. And then, like I said, I'll go see those little guys are back there. And that's simply, a lot of times I forget about that one up above.
There are those who dwell on the crust of the lands, like you and me, and then there are those who dwell beneath. They worship darkness and drink the blood of men.
I figure what he's referring to. There you are. So what I'm going to do is, me and I have quite a bit of water. And a few spots to come to. I'm going to... remember, right, this does give me, this is another, thing to do. This may even be a trophy, I can't remember. But I may already have that trophy, but water. But it is that, as you say, happy hour.
Too long ago. I remember
So
this.
that gives me another one of those. So what I want to do, I'm not going to Grippa yet, and that's simply as there's some better Grippas. So I'm here. Yeah, I still gotta go up there. So what I'm gonna do is mark this. This is another one of these. And there may be another sniper. I thought there was at least one more sniper. I gotta also be careful because I know, as you see, there is a minefield here in the Black Moss. And how you get these, all that information, is simply for these. It gives you all that information once you've done it. See up here, I don't have none of that. And I have to, it's like I go there and I know there is some bad stuff in this area. So as I see, there is a now. I don't know if anything's available. We will see. No. But I don't know about this. These are always keep an eye out because I know there is, as it says, it does mention this. So what I can do is my Rock Mall Brala that's going on the front. And then my other one, my Pinnacle Gulp Cut is going on the rear. These are simply as I got these right now, so I might as well enjoy them. And I believe one is a Rockstar. Looks like a Rockstar logo. So that's what one of them is. Another one says Skull. That's on the front. Those will change when you defeat convoys because you get them off the convoys. Those two were just something I think were free downloads or something on it. On the... That's just showing as you see a water location. That's what it does show. That's a water source because I got all this scrap. There's also one close to Jeet place. That's why I'm not worried. This now sometimes you may come across a stronger, much stronger scare.
Evil lurks behind every tool. Range. That's what we need, Saint. A shooter with some range. Our rifle barrel, scope. For caliber, large caliber, yeah. A real live long shot.
Hard to get one.
Perhaps these nimble black fingers are skilled in such metallurgy.
Are you saying you could build me one?
If Jeet has the parts I need. I saw one dismantled once. It's not so complex.
So now that was what I knew about. I see there is another scrap location here. But that is a little off the beaten path, I think. We will see, actually. I guess. We will see. And I got sometimes, so it ain't like I'm... That simply is my cats are got a strict eating schedule they like, and if I don't feed them right on time, they get a little cranky. So dude, I'm usually 4 o'clock with that. And I do think I see a bloody ass sniper. This may be the one I thought about. This is a water one.
What? Don't go!
So now I gotta find all this scrap. This don't look like the right spot, but I thought I seen a water spot here. So let's see. Let's see. There's one. There's a scrap. This could be. This could be. This could also be. This could be a car one. And sadly, what I won't know right now, so if it don't say 100% looted here, it could simply be there's something over here later. And all that means is there's a... It does say it, but there easily could be like, keep this in mind, there could always be some in here. So what I'm doing is, because even though it does say that there's stuff like this, so let me see, does he need to eat some dog food? As you see, there's so stinky. Don't want anything to do, we're just eating some dog food, and that does heal you, keep that in mind. There's also some other things that heal you. Might not look to, what was that? What the hell was that? I seen something going off the side there, looked like a human head. That was weird. So I thought that this was, but I don't think so. This is not the right one, but I do see the sniper. So I'm marking that sniper because I want to go take that little sucker out. I don't want him to... Because those things are... I thought there was one before I got to Jeet's place, but I wasn't sure. And this isn't the one I was picking. There is one of these that's another water location.
Watch out! We're in his line of fire!
So what these are is simply... there's 2 ways to take these guys out. This sucker over here is very vulnerable. And again, scrap to scrap. Now I did think, yep, I killed him. See, just blowing it up like doing that, I killed him too. So now I'm going to mark Jeet's location. Guess why not? So I said, sometimes you need these other things. I noticed there is another scarecrow up ahead. I do see this. This one might be a little tougher though, because it is on the hill. We will see. We will actually see. Because sometimes these are, there's only one way into them. And this may be one of those. And that's simply, nope, this ain't one. This one's actually easy to avoid. Keep these in mind. Because you can get these and they're very tough to get up to. And we will see what type this is. It's a weak one, so that's not a problem. coming here and grabbing my thing. We're almost at Jeet's location. That's Jeet's place up there, to the left up there. Now there is one more scrap location,
Than I remember.
Well, this Jeep
and I got the time,
Good chance he will.
so I might as well get
But there are
this
no friends nor favors in this wretched land.
out of the way. And this one's right over here. This is the water one I was thinking about. I thought this was also the place to come get a. Now those yellow-looking guys there, if I'm right, are the ones. Keep in mind those are the ones that the only way you use to hit them is through triangle button. Now there is what I'm looking for. So first thing I do, nope, because I just filled up and wasn't sure if it took any damage, so I made sure. And just simply topping off, and then I'll have this place. This will be another location I have, so I do gotta find everything that's here. There's scrap crew parts. Now, okay, this is one of these locations. Now, what this means, oh, it's here. Wasn't sure these would be here if I'm not on the mission. And this just allows me to, this one's for Jeets. Now, there are different ones. So that's a fuel can. I got plenty. Now, with this place, I think the last scrap is back here. As simply as it's also another way. Another quick way to come back, and your car's right over here. Again, this is a good one. It's real close until you get your water project done. This is actually a good place to come get water because it's right near Jeet's place. It's one of the easier ones to find us by a stronghold. That's why I like this one.
Announce your business, or learn to love a bolt in the brain.
It is me, Jum Bucket, Master Wrench Jockey, and Skill Blackfinger, who's an acolyte to the angel combustion who beseeches you.
Who's your driver? Does he have any knowledge of medicine?
I fear not. Your pain must linger. I'm sorry, but he is a driver of otherworldly skills. Yes, you see.
Why would I need a driver of otherworldly skills? Scrap monkey!
Please, please, we aim to enter the Dead Barrens, and all my gear, it was destroyed by infidel scavengers, and we need to heal this machine. If you let us work here, why, with his saintly wheel hands and my black fingers, we will deliver to you a bona fide grease pit. Ah, praise be the prophet.
Let him inside.
Now this is a place that can sadly at times be a place you get trapped in a certain spot if you're not careful. I have had that happen to me at least once here. And that simply is if you fall off the steps in a certain location, you can't fall into a bad spot. You can get trapped on it. So this is Jeet's Stronghold. There is scrap here. And I can't remember if this is the one or if it's the next guys. One of them has a bat. I couldn't finish the stronghold up all the way, and that was simply the last time I played this on my other account. That was simply one of the scrap spots didn't allow us to see the scrap. Then there were one of the scrap project spots wouldn't allow me to build it for some reason.
It's not much of a car. You trust that little scrap monkey?
For now. Not much of a stronghold.
Careful now. Don't want to insult a man in his own home. Listen, we used to rule this stretch, and now the warlord controls all and brings only death.
Warlord.
Scrotus, Scabrous. Killed, I hear. Sawed him up in the head. But his terror outlives him.
A proposition then. I'll weaken their grip on these lands. You give us the use of your garage and tools.
Boom! If I thought you could, you'd have a deal. And then what?
Gastown.
Oh, one peep at the jaw will change your mind.
What's the jaw?
It's a gate you gotta pass to reach Gastown. Look for it yourself. It's in Dead Baron's Pass.
Right before I do we have a deal?
Yeah. You weaken the influence of that dead... Your car.
I know there is.
Beefed up if you're gonna make good on our deal.
I know there is scrap around here. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just checking to see. No, that's one spot. I don't think so. Let's see. Nope, here's another one. There's 5. And these, I think, were the stairs or something that happened to me on. Or could be. I
don't think you're here to help.
There's only one at the bottom.
Believe he okay? As if he manages a crow death.
I don't know why it's doing it again. I hope it's not interfering with this. Because as you see here, there's a good spot you could actually fall off of. So be careful on that. It does happen. So I did see from above, it's back here. And this is where I believe the scrap location is. Collection location is. But that won't be, I won't do those until I'm really good on scrap.
I have a deal with Jade. You build me that sniper rifle, then we head out. We have work to do.
Praise be!
Now, I'm hoping it don't make me actually do that once I did get this. I can't remember. I do need to think about getting off. We will see.
Oh, you want a trigger, driver? Think we got some old gun junk in the cage? Take a look.
They just hit the cage.
We don't have anyone to figure that stuff out anyway. Plus, no
and this is the gun I was thinking of. So if I do have to do this, it's not too bad. Because simply is this is the one that will let me know if I can shoot with the R2. Again, Grand Theft I can't, and I'm sure this is the one that makes me do that with this. Shoot, it's the only weapon and this is the only one I know you can't use when you're driving. So what I always do is I can't remember where you got it. Oh, you gotta get to Wasteland Classic. Okay. So I do have a V8 or V6. Before I do that, what I'm doing is I'm simply checking my tires. Tire overall. That is not a bad upgrade. Before I do engine, I'll always check this other stuff first. Let's see. Boost, that ain't bad. Rims. Border spikes, I do sadly don't have. As far as I know, I don't have any other decals. Actually, I do, but I don't really need those. Those ain't priority. And I simply don't got no more because I haven't defeated these scars. The body ain't got no more. That don't fix up. That you need more of. So, armor. I know I don't have no more armor, but let's check. So, right now, I do want a better engine. Faster. Oh, I did want to check something else there. Why don't I do that before I did that? Not the ramming grill. But simply, I want to check my suspension. This really gave me down, but this also helps me when I get jumps. It helps me when I land.
Long shot installed and ready for action. I'd say we've gained us an upper hand.
So what I'm going to do, I think I can come outside and get a practice with the weapon. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'm probably going to end the broadcast. We'll see. I hope so, you know.
Slide over. Time to put this sniper rifle to the test.
I'm confident it will serve our purposes without fail.
As you see, it is R2 on this. So what I do, I think this is one.
Better than I thought.
And we see I didn't have no problem shooting a sucker.
Yes, my fingers were controlled by otherworldly forces.
That's Gastown. I'll give you a Gastown. So here's the last one.
Excommunicated!
So again, that's what I want to check. I think it gives me, I hope it does anyway, sucker.
We're going to Dead Baron's Pass.
The jaw?
Only to recon.
I mean, I could, but that mission does take a little while, and again, my cats do get cranky. If I don't feed them right at their time slots, so I can't remember. I think I have to do it.
Telling us they own this place. They can take us anytime.
I think I do have to do it. It's not. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is get to where I do the scrap, the different projects. So this will end this broadcast. Hope you've enjoyed. Next time I play, I'll of course be doing that jaw, and I could unlock the next stronghold as well before I finish up this whole area, and that simply does because you will do these first two. Do a lot of them. Then after that, it gets a little trickier because it gets a lot harder in those areas where the next ones are at. So that's what I try to do here. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave comments. It's appreciated.